Okay, let me share my screen. So everyone can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so today I'm going to create something like the first one, to create a component and assign a unique ID to this. I have done this afternoon a very simple versions. Okay, so as you can see that this one is like very raw, very simple, and there's a button here. When I click the buttons, it allows us to select the module like core, mid, and large. I can't make it a hexagonal shape. I have tried about like 2 hours something, tune this and tune that, but still can't really works lah. So I remain as a normal rectangular shape, and this one is the easiest, but I will still continue explore on how to create a hexagonal objects. And like when I click core, it will show the core and with corresponding colors. And when I click large, it will show large with also their colors. The ultimate goal is to like I can click any blank space around the canvas and it will pop up, but currently I'm unable to make it. I need a help of the buttons. Yeah. And actually the ID created is unique. This one we can check it using the inspect elements. So for example, I don't check the ID of the core. I right click and click inspect elements. As you can see, the ID is different.
Oh, that is really
Yeah.
that is very
Yeah,
nice.
this one ID I assign it in a very random manner lah. But if I can, maybe after I study the mouse over event, I can assign the ID based on the X and Y coordinates. I think it will be better. Yeah, but still need some research. Okay.
I think not necessarily, but yeah, I think it's free to explore lah. But
Yeah.
I think what we can do is we can make it based on the date as well, so that when
Yeah.
we look back at the idea of the component, at least we know that when was it created. And yeah, because I don't think people are gonna create like 20 new projects in like one day all at the same time, you know. Yeah, so
Yeah, I think it's a bit rare. Maybe can based on the date and time.
and then we just add some random stuff inside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, the entire that one is still like within my capability. Yeah. Okay. So I create a new one. So let's start it. To be honest, I think if created everything from raw, I might not have time lah. So maybe I just like skip some part. I create the CSS and the JavaScript. The HTML I straight away copy from here. Okay, so this one is the first part, the pop up. Let's see. Yeah, the pop up. It looks like that first, and the second part to trigger it.
Oh, by the way, Clifford, could you send to the chat as well? Because I think got like Jeremy, he might want to code along as well.
Send the codes. Okay,
Yeah, the one
sure.
that you just copied just now. This one.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Nice.
Sure. Can paste. Oh, but the chat depth limit.
Oh, limit.
Yeah.
I see. Oh, okay, I think can split into two parts. Yeah, send
Oh,
first half, second half.
okay. Okay. So this one is the first part, the pop up until the core buttons. And this is the second part, from the mid button and also the large button. Okay, no delete. And also one more part is the canvas, which I used to do the trigger, the driver. Okay, yeah. So I think that's much. Okay, so sorry, I forget a div here. Okay. Right. Okay, so this one is the driver. I will start doing the CSS. So first of all, and also Then second, I'm going to create the buttons. There are two parts for the button. The first is the button, which is the same for core, mid, and large, and also the second part. Yeah, this one is just for the color and the border. Okay, so button. First of all, I need the padding to like 1 rem maybe. Margin. So about like shit. I check. Okay, still good, still good. And border. Border, I will put like rem solid. Yeah, I'm not going to assign any color to it first. And border radius. Maybe 0.1 rem. Yeah. Okay, so this is the buttons. And now I'm going to add the color. The first one is the core. Core is what color already? Yeah. Okay. So core is like light blue. Actually, I got the color from here. Oh, yeah, the color picker. I can just play around with that and I copy the hex. But this one, since I created already, I think I'll just copy from the previous one. Sorry. The core, mid, and okay. This is just the color. You can feel free to play with the color pickers and select the color that you wish. But now due to save some time, so I copy the previous one. And yep, so another one is the hovering effect. So when it hover, I want the background color to display as white maybe. And the text is become gray. Okay. Okay, it works accordingly. Border radius maybe I put 0.5, really better. Yeah. Okay. And now I'm going to work on the entire form. The entire form is called selector. So selector, check back first. Yeah. The background color, the orange, and with maybe I can try 20 rem. Border maybe. Okay. Simple one first. Okay, this one is the simple pop-up form that I have created. Now the thing that I want to do is like I want to hide the pop-up form like this one. It doesn't appear at the very first, and when I click the buttons, it only show up. So how can I do that? I can do that by playing with the precisions. So the top I set to negative like 15%. Oops. Negative 15 doesn't work. How about 50? Oh yeah. Yeah, it missing. When I say to top negative 50%. So to show up, I have to like I create another one called show. Means that when I summon it, when I press a button, it'll be showed. Then I change the positions to like 15, so it can be shown on the screen. Okay, so this one is the CSS. I think all covered already. Okay, now move to the JavaScript part. For this one, I'm going to use the I'm not going to open a new JS file. I just add code inside. Okay. So first of all, we need to get this button. Get this button. I think. Yeah, I use a query selectors. Maybe I can use okay. Oh, sorry. Let's copy. Okay, so the purpose of this line of codes is like this button I click it as a data target mode. This button I assign a data target model which link to the selector form. The selector form which is like this one. I assign an ID a selector form means the entire pop-up form. So when I click the buttons, it will add the show to the dot selector. Means at first it is just selector. So when I click the button, it will assign dot show to this one, so it can appear. So I'm not sure. Let's try out. Okay. Something goes wrong. Let me see. This one I use all, but I don't think it's an issue.
So if we use selector all, right, it should return us an array of items, right?
Yes, this time I'm going to try the query selector because I thought it's only got one, so should be working.
True also.
Yeah.
So that means in your whole even though when there's new items being created, there will still be only one unique one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not sure why this time I remove the all. Doesn't seem like working.
Maybe it's because of the for loop, because you're using an add event listener.
Yeah.
You try, what if you, because your event listener you're using it for one component, right? You're not using it for like 5 or 6 or something.
Yes, just only like one component.
I see. Then what if you just extract the line 86 and 7 and remove the 4? Yeah, or you can comment it out.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you can try. Yeah,
Maybe can work.
yeah,
Okay,
maybe.
because this one is buttons. Okay. Fresh. Yeah, it works already.
Okay,
I
nice.
think the follow is an issue because
Yes.
the all have to works the all works on an array. Maybe I'm using the follow, so it thought it's an array.
Yeah, and there was only one item inside, so something went wrong with the syntax, I think.
Yeah. So I
Yep.
also last time I use this morning I'm using the all, but now I choose the new one.
I see.
I
Nice.
want to try what if I don't put the all and how it will go.
Yeah, nice experiment.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So the next thing, so now I click, it will show already. So the next thing, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to extract all the buttons. Actually, it should be combined into one, but to make it simple, I will do it three. So the first one I call it new core. Get elements by ID. Yeah, this one. So the core element IDs will be the submit core. Similarly, I'm going to do the same for the mix and the large. This one I have a thought to use a query selector because query selector can work on the class, but get element by ID I can only need one ID because every ID in the HTML must be unique. So need to do some experiment to explore on how to use a query selector on this.
Oh, can one. So you can use query selector, just put a hash
Yeah,
in.
hash.
Yeah. Hash is referring to IDs. If it's the dot, is referring to classes.
No, means
No.
I try not to use the ID because like the ID is like very unique. One button only can have one ID. I want to try to use the classes so that I can change everything at once.
Oh, I see, I see.
But still experiment. Yeah.
Oh, because currently you can only grab one, is it?
Yeah, I can only get one.
Oh. Then that
So
one you we need query selector all.
query selector all.
Once you use query selector all, you grab all of them, and then you return something like an array, but not necessarily an array. That one I need to check again. Yeah, but it will give some tips on, I think.
Maybe I can try here. Since this one new module, I try to grab the buttons because it's a class. Failure sector all.
Yeah, then try to console.log the value afterwards. See what do we get.
All right. Okay. So save it. Okay, I have to open the console first. Oh, some issue. New module, no.
Oh yeah, because your button, right, is you need a dot in front, right? Because it's a class. So query selector all should be dot button. Yeah.
Okay, dot button.
Mm. Yep. Is that what we need?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you can see, right now this is it contains an array of all of them. The very first time you do it, yeah, it straight away shows all of them.
Okay. Button semicolon.
So the first element is the first one. Yeah, it will go in order. So from the top to the bottom.
Wow, that's very nice.
Yeah, it's a very handy tool for the. It's under the DOM. It's a very very handy tool.
Okay, then in this way, I think we can like I try the new methods in this. I no longer create 3, I just create like 1. Since I can capture all at once. So the ID console new module. This one. I straight away use a create module. Okay. But do I need to because like I'm using the create setter or and it return this one, do I need to split it?
Why don't we try to access the first one? And what do we want to access here, right? We want to access the classes, right? Or
Yes. Yeah.
so maybe we try to access just the first element based on the array.
Okay, based on the array, the first element.
Yeah, the first element. Then after that, we get the class name.
Okay. Create. This one is a code I use to like create modules.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
I create a new dev. But since this one is classes already, this one query selector it will returns. Create. Click. I send to create module.
So now we are trying to access the which one? Oh, console.log.
Yeah, I have to like compare these two one and see.
All right.
Okay. Console. This one will return a note and the other one will return.
You return this. You return
Yeah.
a
Buttons.
HTML. It returns the whole HTML inside.
Yeah, actually the one I interested is the value.
The value.
I'm not
Right?
sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if by using create selector I can access the value because like the previous code I use get element by ID dot value, but this one the ID is like very specific lah. Submit core is referring to the core buttons.
Okay. You go to the new one.
Okay.
And over here, instead of console.log, because just now you put a console.log to show what the query selector get us back, right, straight away.
Yes.
So why don't we try make it a square bracket and make it 0? That means we look into the first element and then we put dot value. Let's see if it works the same way or not. Because if it
Oh,
works the
okay.
same, it should be exactly as what is the same as your other code already.
Yeah, and it's like same as the get element by ID already.
Yep. It's just that this one a bit more
Oh,
dynamic. Yeah.
yes.
Right.
Okay. Let's
Nice.
try. Oh, okay. Some issue.
Oh,
91. 91
91
create module. Eh,
new module. Yeah, because it's because you're listening to an array of items. So that one, I think you need a for loop. You need a for loop, and then you run the for of what we did previously. Mm.
there's items in.
We're going by index, right? Or are we going by
I think we can go in by
values?
index. Yeah, value.
Values, right? If values should be let item off. Okay,
Okay.
nice.
Okay. This one I replace it to here. Oh, something wrong. Okay, I think shouldn't have issue already.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, go back. I think it should be item.
Oh, item.
Yeah, this one should
Yeah,
be item
sorry.
at event is known.
Okay,
Yep.
so it's not a function. This show up, but
Wait, we- okay, you try, you go to new module. Okay, line 89, press enter.
okay. Enter.
No. Line up,
Oh,
yeah,
like this.
yeah. Then try new module. Then do a for each loop. Dot for each. I think something weird should come out on. Yeah, press enter.
Okay.
Oh, you type out the whole thing yourself, is it?
Yeah.
Wait. You try to let it auto do for you. See what happens.
Oh, okay.
So you just do for, yeah, for it. Okay, press enter. For each. E. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. For each. Okay, press enter. Oh, it works. Okay, never mind. Then you console log. You try console log each one of this element inside first.
Okay. I comment out this one since they'll cause error. I just focus on getting the value first.
Because I remember somewhere, right, that one of the things that they return, or
Yeah, actually it works. It returns
it
the
works, right?
core. Yeah, it returns very good. New module 1. Actually, this is what I want, the value. So inspect console. Yeah,
Yeah.
they return correctly without any issue.
So now
So
the
this should be also working one. This should be also working. If since that one is working.
yeah.
I add click.
Oh, I think I know why. You go back in
Yeah.
this let item. Okay, you go back to the other code, the new one.
Okay.
Change the 95, right? The in, change it to off instead.
In off.
Yeah, because in you get index, off you get the value.
Okay.
Okay, then you try again.
Yeah, no more issue. Oh, this one is the below one. I have to change it.
All right, nice, nice.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Well, this one I just
Change.
learned from Yichang's class just now.
Okay.
So, yes.
So this one, the input value I can get from. This one I no longer using the get element by ID. I can use this one, new module dot value. Item 4.
So you need to pass in its own value also.
Yes.
So maybe a this is it or item. Oh no, item dot value, right? It should be passing that. Get element. So this one should be. It means the function, right?
Yeah.
The function you need to
Can
pass in the parameter.
parameters like items.
Yeah. Yes.
I
And
can like new module item dot value.
no. Just item dot value should do it.
Oh, okay. Item. Oh yeah, same as using the off.
Because you're passing it in.
Oh, and this one, the set attribute one will be later. Oh, sorry. Okay. So let's try it out. Oh, something 101.
Oh, it's not defined.
101 item dot value.
Yeah, because your function, right? Function 99.
Yes.
You need to define the parameters. This one should be
Okay.
item as well. Yep. So you're passing in the argument.
Okay, now it works, but it show all at the same times. On click.
Yeah.
Let
You
me
look
check
through
the
straight away.
Yeah, it pass all at the same times.
The reason is because the line 96 is running through the loop 3 times all in one go. Interesting.
It loops without like stopping. Item dot add event listener maybe. Oh, let me Google a bit.
Yeah, I think this one's
Has
search.
to be function.
Clifford. Oh.
Button group.
Which exercise did we do in the fundamental course that actually cover on this one?
I think supposed to be like
Is it a
EOM,
to-do
but
list?
it doesn't cover like how to add many buttons at the same times.
True. It was under to-do list one, right?
Yeah,
It's under one of the to-do lists. Okay. Let me check it out.
this one looks like working. And maybe we can try dot button.
To-do app. JavaScript. Hmm. Do- Forming.
Oh, got into the same issue.
Hmm. Clifford,
Yeah.
what if you try to define it as a function straight away instead?
Oh, means
If
I
I
don't need
so
to
like
use
in
this one.
the for loop, right? That one is correct,
Yeah.
but 96 to 98, right? Comment it out for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, then after that, we put item dot add event listener.
Okay.
Add event listener. Then you open bracket. So on the click event, and then after that, function.
Function.
Yeah, so you just define it straight away here. And open bracket,
Oh,
and yeah, curly bracket afterwards. Yeah, and the whole line here, yeah, we put that inside instead. I wonder if this would work.
yeah, let's try.
Because this is the code that I see from our one of our projects.
Okay. Yes, it works.
Okay, nice.
Wow, that's great.
Nice.
Let me check. How come?
Yeah, because the thing
Oh,
is, like, when you call the function out straight away, or
yeah.
after the click add event listener click, you cannot call the function with a parenthesis next to it. It will
Why?
run the function one time and then that's it.
Oh, means like if I pass it to a function, it will run multiple times until the for loop.
It basically is like the syntax doesn't work.
Oh,
Like, okay, like I think let me show my screen.
okay.
Okay, so
I stop sharing first.
right, let me share this. Right, can see, right?
Yeah, can see.
Yeah, so based on my experience last time, what happens if, let's say, I call out a certain function. Let's say the function is function test. And this function test is such that it will console.log test item.
Okay.
This one, let's put it item here. Okay. No, I think we don't pass in anything first. Let's just do it one time. And I'm gonna paste back my code here so that you can lose it. Okay, so let's say if I want to run it, this is function is called test. Okay. So if I'm not wrong, yeah, so let's try to open live server.
Okay.
Okay. Right, okay, so test item.
Okay.
And see, if I click on it, right, it will work.
Yeah,
right?
you print out.
Then if I do this,
Oh, okay.
see, it will run straight away all in one go, right? And it doesn't work anymore. Somehow this syntax, right, it doesn't work. There's a problem with this.
We cannot pass in any parameters. Like we must call it like a variable, not a function.
Yes, correct. So like, let's say doggo, right? We call it doggo doggo here. And here that is
Okay.
item we are passing in. So this is the item. Okay, so obviously this one should go in, right?
Yes.
Yeah, see, so it'll run straight away because the moment it loads, right, straight away it'll run it, and then I cannot use it anymore already. Yeah, so I had this problem before last time, and it really messed up my code a lot. Yeah, so
okay.
a strategy that I would do is I would actually just call a function here, and then over here, yeah, it will run something. Then maybe let's say I need to run this particular thing. Yeah,
Yes.
then only I'll call it out this way. So test, then let's put it doggo.
Oh, no wonder I see people use arrow function in DOM so frequently. For me, it's like kind of like a bit messy, but now I know why.
Yeah, see, so now it works already.
Yes.
So yeah, I think this one really is just the syntax problem.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So back to you.
Yeah, sure. All right. Okay, since this one can work without issue, now I will set the ID. I will give the unique ID. Actually, it's also very simple lah. I just use the set attributes and set the ID. This one module ID is a function I created to assign ID. So since just now mentioned we should use date and time, so I can try retrieve current dates and time JavaScript. Okay. Okay, this one seems good. Oops. Okay. Okay, so the last is a console.log date time. And I also need to return it. Okay. So let's check if it's working. I close this one. I add my module. The first one I add meet. Oh, inspect. Yeah, it's working. The ID, but it's in this kind of format. I add large.
Yeah, no worries. That one we can always edit later, or I can edit it later lah when you pass it to me.
Oh, okay.
Can this one very fast one.
Okay, so I can generate a unique ID based on the date and type up to the second. Yeah, so this one you can ensure that there is no component with the same ID. And the last one I think I need to do is like I have to like decorate this one a bit because now this one is just like a raw text. Oh, but this one a bit like because I combined to one already. So this one is the module code that I prepared today. Can I use a if else statement here to check the value?
I think we can.
Okay.
If one type of output, right?
Yeah, what kind of code? Class list dot add call and meet. This one I will add a meet. I think yeah, large. Oh, call neat and large. Expected. Oh, I got red underline.
Oh. Is it because it's else if? Is it?
Oh yeah. I
What's script else
I
if?
think I think Python code lots forgot it.
Yeah, I think it's like
Okay.
yeah. So it should be just regular else if, because I recognize
Okay.
that one is like Python format. Yeah, else if. I think there should be some spacing. Yeah, there should be spacing on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so else if
Else if
spacing, spacing. Yeah, and no, yeah, don't have that. Correct. All right,
okay.
nice.
Okay, save it. Okay, so I add a module, I add a large. Yeah, it display a large, and to inspect the element, it will show the current date. Yeah.
Okay.
So I try to like create how I try to think how like make it like a hexagonal. This whole thing become a hexagonal, like the one you show inside the docs document, the
Yeah.
Google Drive, and also like try to like I can click anywhere on the blank space and it will pop up. No need to click on the button. Yeah, because like this one like you can see it overlaps already.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so this one that's my progress.
Nice.
Not much progress, but yeah.
Hey, it's pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, I think I know how to add on from there. Yeah, so
Yeah. No, but this session also makes me learn a lot. I learned about how to use a query selector. Oh,
yes, it really once you start building these kind of projects, it really tests you to understand all your functions properly, right?
yeah, because previously I really stick to the get element by ID because that one is like so direct and so simple. Because like the entire HTML only have one element, have one ID, and the ID would not be duplicated.
Correct.
But now I'm working with the class. They can have many elements with the same class. So yeah, this is the where the query selector all comes in and it become very useful.
Yeah, and not to mention the query selector. Yeah, I for me I like query selector a lot because you can basically use to grab anything in the HTML.
Yeah.
You can use it to grab the body, you can use it to grab the ID, anything else you can grab. So it's pretty nice.
The get element by ID is simple, but some limitations.
Yes, purely for ID.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So do you want to continue this for next week, or do you want to do some other projects?
I think I can continue for the next week because like I really want to explore this one, the mouse over event, and see if I can click on the blank canvas and it can pop up.
Okay, awesome, nice. Yeah, so I think for the canvas side, right, you can make it on the section a little bit. Because I think I have something from Chin Hong's side.
Okay.
Yeah, but basically you just make a canvas lah, and one section of it. Don't make it the whole screen, or else a bit.
Don't want the whole screen.
Yeah, don't want the whole screen, or else I think you make
Okay.
it a bit too much to handle.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, then I think for the on mouse event, you may have to explore client Y, and client X. So, but there's like 4 variables. I tried playing around. It look very similar one. So you explore a bit lah, then see how. It's very interesting.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, shall we end for today?
Yes, stop the recording. Yes.